with Iconica Sight and Sound Studio. Here I am. Hey. That's stupid. Okay, so, as you can tell, I'm wearing this shirt, which means the day hasn't rotated completely. Don't know why I said that. Maybe I'm making an excuse or being deceitful. Maybe it is the next day and I'm wearing the same shirt. I mean, it's possible. I thought I would just share a quick lesson on how to do the pentatonic scale and keep it simple in your head. The first time I played guitar with a guy, his name was B.W. Castle. I hope he doesn't mind me mentioning his name. He was missing these three fingers, like from there up. But man, with those those stubs, he could play. Is that a offensive word, stubs? I hope not. I don't mean it to be. With his finger, his lack of finger, he's digitally impaired. He could fly around the neck like crazy, but he taught me the whole, that thingy. And also the pentatonic scale. So here's the pentatonic scale, which almost any guitarist knows, but here's some ways to think about it to make it maybe a little easier. That's your A, and you're just going to give each fret a finger. So 5th fret, I'm going to give finger 1. This is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. And your thumb would be T maybe. So 5th fret, I'm going to in my head say that's the 1st fret. That's where I'm going to be playing, and I can go below there and above there, but I'm just going to, that's my root, and I'm going to think of it as fret 1, although it is fret 5. So fret 1 goes with finger 1. Fret 2 goes with finger 2. Fret 3 goes with finger 3. Fret 4 goes with finger 4. The advantage of that is you're not wasting time, you're not wasting movement. It's how you can get quick and accurate. So for the pentatonic scale, you're going to do just in your head, you're going to picture, there's 2 gaps, 2 frets in between. I don't know how I can show that. There you go. Oh, where am I? Right there. There's the 2 frets in between. So you got 2 frets in between your fingers, then 1 fret in between. 1, 1, 2, 2. So we're talking about the frets in between the fingers that are playing. So think of it as just a pattern of 2 spaces, 1 space, 1 space, 1 space, 2 spaces, 2 spaces. 1 space, or 2 spaces, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2. That will get in your head just space 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2. 1, 1, 1, 2, 2. Yeah. Now, to move that around the fret board, you got that in your head, and you don't have to think about what key am I in or what note am I on. Those are good things to learn. But if you're starting out and you want to play with your friends and have some fun rocking out, that's an A, sharp, B. So if I go up to B, that becomes the 1st fret for me. And I do the same pattern. So you can put that anywhere on the fretboard you want. That becomes your 1st fret. Here's a 12th fret, which would be an E, the octave to the E. And it's just transposable anywhere you want. Just remember these 3 things. the root note becomes the 1, and then you can transpose that easily. Now, how to transpose something? I'm not sure that's the correct word, but how to transpose or move throughout along the neck. I just use the alphabet. I heard someone the other day teaching this very same thing say, well, it doesn't follow the alphabet like the regular alphabet. I thought, well, no, it does. It's E string. There's the E string. So that's your E note. What comes after E? F in the alphabet. The next thing is a G, E, F, G. Here's where it's just slightly tricky. There's no more than G sharp, and we'll talk about sharps and flats in a second. You go E, F, G, and you have to start over at A. So the alphabet, the musical alphabet, is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then in between those are sharps and flats, except for 2 spots. E goes directly to F. So an F is kind of like an E sharp, or E is kind of like an F flat, kind of. E, F. Now the next space is F sharp. Remember, you have to be sharp to beat someone at tic-tac-toe. So that tic-tac-toe sign, or that hashtag sign, means sharp. It means it's higher than the previous note. So E, can't see that. Let me adjust the camera. Here's my hand. E, F, F sharp. What comes after F in our floors are being worked on. That's the hammering you might hear. That's G, G sharp, A. We're starting the alphabet over. A is way down here, way below your headstock. A, B, C, D. E, E, sharp, G, sharp, A, sharp, B. Now B has no sharp, or the sharp of a B is a C. So there's your C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E. So I'm back to the E. That is 8 solid notes, 8 full notes, whatever you want to call it. I'm not a theory guy, so I apologize for any incorrect terms. But that's the same note, just higher. So it's double I think it would be doubling the vibrations of the string, I think. So it's just the alphabet, and I can prove that. This is relatively simple stuff, but for beginners, it's not simple. And so if you are not a beginner, just hang with me. Okay? There's the A string. The A string, right there. A, what comes after A in the alphabet? B. So A, sharp, B, C, there's no B sharp, C sharp, D, sharp, E. There's an E. All those are E's. What's after each chart, or after E? There is no E sharp, so that's an F. F sharp, G. G sharp, octave A. So you get the idea that you're going up the alphabet step by step, adding sharps, except for on the E and the what? The B goes to a C directly without a sharp. And you just do that with each string. If that's not making sense in the comment, tell me to explain it better. I don't want you walking away with this confusing you. What are you even talking about? The next thing is just the strings and the alphabet that we use to know where the notes are. In time, you'll be able to remember that just because you'll get familiar with the neck. But for right now, you can work it out without having to worry, without having to go to a book, if you know each string name. So that's the next step, each string name. E, every alligator, A, does, D, good, G, by, eating. Every alligator does good by eating. There's another one out there, tons of them, but that's the one I use. E-A-D-G-B-E. Now, you know those, you can climb up the neck using the alphabet. Last thing, finding the same notes on your neck. There's a very simple method. We're going to start with the A. I know that's an A because E, F, G, A. The first octave or another A on your neck is the octave. There's an A, there's an A. This double dot represents the beginning of a new fretboard, basically. So this nut is 0. Where is that? The nut is 0. That's your first fret. We say fret, but the fret is the metal piece. You drop just behind it. That's what we call a fret when we're teaching. Technically, the fret is the metal piece. So if I've got 5th fret, then double dots, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are octaves, the same note, just higher, doubling the vibration, I believe. Check that out for me. Let me know if I'm correct on that. Where's another A? Well, if you remember chess, that move that the knight would do where it'd go down and then over, think of that when you do the next A. Start on your A, go down 2, and over 2. So I'm skipping the A string. There's an A, and there's an A. Like a diagonal, or a diagonally. So far we've got 1, 2, 3 octaves. But you also know that, what was I going to say? Oh, that you can do the same thing up here. There's another octave. Because this, from here to here, is repeating from here to here. 0 to 12, 12 to 22, 24, 21, whatever, or 0 to 12 again, if you want to just act like it's repeating. Or just say it's 0 is what I mean. A. Where else can we get one? Start with that A. Go down 2 and over 2. Oh, that sounds terrible. That's because the B string is tuned slightly lower. So to get the same note, you need to go slightly higher. Out of tune. There we go. So I've got A, 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 A. And then you have the A string, second from the low string, or low E, and you've got its octave. If you have 24 frets, you'd have another octave. I don't have 22 frets on 24. If you have 24 frets, you could have another octave, because 0 to 12, add 12 more, 24. So that's some really easy ways to get anywhere. You want to know what note something is. It's like, okay, I want to find a higher C. There's my C, right? Well, I could go up here to 12 frets higher, or I could do the chess move, or I could do the move where it's still out of tune. There we go. Where I add the one step higher because the B's tuned differently. And you can find out any note you want by using the alphabet, and then using those little maneuvers like the chest move, the one step higher move for the B string, or the octave on the fretboard going up 12 steps. Okay, so that's all I got for you. I hope these are seem simple enough, clear enough. If not, please in the comments let me know. I don't want you walking away confused because of me. This is Mark Johnson for Iconica Sight and Sound Studio, and I wish you well.
Be good.